Hey guys, LucarioShirona here, and today's been the Donkey Kong Bananza Direct, and I unfortunately missed out the initial reaction, the stream showcase. But I kind of was watching it in bed, so I was like, I couldn't. Let's just watch it in bed. So yeah, unfortunately, I know what's all the stuff that's shown here in Direct, but in this video, I'm just going to talk about my thoughts about the whole showcase. Positive. Definitely going to be positive because I really like this one. This was definitely a step up over the Mario Kart World Direct. This is how you push a single dedicated game Direct. I mean, it's been. Hopefully they continue doing this going forward. But let's get to this, and I'll explain about my. I'll just talk about my thoughts about each what they're shown. So let's begin. I'm very excited. This after this Direct, I'm like very excited. At first, it's like, okay, this is crazy. I do. That is supposed to be the Team Pauline. Yeah, Odd Rock. It turns out Odd Rock has been Pauline the entire time. It was actually teased in the Korean website, as far as I'm aware. I do apologize the quality right now. Let me see if I can do. Let me try to adjust the quality. Here we go. Much better. Yeah, so we knew already, thanks to the Korean website, that in a sense, Odd Rock has been Pauline the entire time. But what I did not expect the reveal would have been much sooner. And here she is. Oh my gosh. That is a real surprise, that's for sure. So yeah, I think the whole community knew about it because of that, but I was not expecting Odd Rock to change back to Pauline so soon. Yeah. When it comes to these Nintendo games, I know a lot of people are concerned about the plot elements, but it's concerning why Pauline is young. At least from a gameplay perspective, the idea was to, I think, at most was to have Donkey Kong a young companion to add additional gameplay. Which, if I'm correct, theory-wise, I think it was originally going to be just Odd Rock the entire game, and appears to be a different species. But I guess over time, I guess the development team decided to make Odd Rock Pauline. At least that's to me, my guess. But of course, Pauline, as we know her, as an adult, is too big to be reasonable to ride on Donkey Kong, so I guess that's how we got Teen Pauline, which apparently on the official website in Japan she is 13 years old. That's crazy. That is crazy. I love this. I know they said last month or so that you can smash up any terrain available that can be smashed up, but that is a great example right there. I really like this. Punch. I'm just giving out my thoughts here. This is not a blind reaction. I know what it is. I'm just explaining what my thoughts are. That is crazy. Yeah. These enemies are Croctoids or something like that. They did not address much detail about them.
depends on the strength of the terrain.
One of the things I was hoping in this direct
Roll at high speed.
was
send
they
lighter objects soaring.
might tease us
punches and
the
jumps
Kremlings
to
or
really mix
KK
things up.
Rule, but no, we did not.
Make some noise to
We do not
collect scattered items.
see that.
Or
I mean,
pick up
kinda.
objects using
The
sonar.
Croctoids might be allude to
You can even use
the
your feet when your
Kremlings,
hands are
probably. That's what most of the people theorize, including myself.
Grab a chunk of terrain
But I
and
believe it. I believe
tear it
that's
off.
the case.
Or tear
Uh,
up turnips to find items.
I'll address it a little bit
even tear
more.
chunks
Yeah,
off
there
your
it is
foes.
again, and then there's
Swing.
they don't show it.
Grab a
This
chunk
the
and
move pool
swing
is
to the
crazy in this game.
Harder chunks
Even a
can be used to
lot
break
more
stone
so
with ease.
than Mario in some
Or
ways.
smash spiky thorns.
Mario would not be this violent.
Chunk jump. Use a chunk to double
This
jump.
is crazy. I am
This will
very
help you
excited.
reach new
I thought that was the purple stuff there. I thought it was poison.
Bro.
So the fact that Donkey Kong was actually getting on that without getting hurt is like, okay, that's not poison. Normally, that's how you usually associate
Can have explosive effects.
poison in video game visually.
If you throw chunks made of softer material, you can
This part is pretty funny.
pile them up. Turf
Now I
serve.
wonder if how
This
many
lets
people
you
actually try to
ride on
use
chunks.
that to get across terrain, or how
Speed
long.
up and aim for smaller enemies
Goodness,
to
that is
chase them away.
crazy.
Make music.
Okay, so
Power of Pauline's
I'm gonna
singing will
address
help
this,
show
my
you the
thoughts
way.
about one of the theories about what
It
this
can
game is
also
supposed to
remove
be.
these strange seed
Because it's
effects
by the Odyssey
left
team,
behind.
the Mario Odyssey team. You see, they like to do a
You
little
never
bit
know
of.
what you'll
There's been a
discover
theory
in the
going on that
underground
they might be basing this part of the story or concept after Journey to the
world.
West.
So carve your own path with deep
which is-
capabilities.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see what they're talking about. I knew Journey to the West since I was a kid. Watching
The many
the
layers
live
of the
action,
underground world
one
host
of the
to a
live action
variety of
takes
habits.
TV shows, starring Dickie Chang, a Chinese actor who plays Sun Wukong. He was the version I remember. He was the arcade. Oh, there's that Cranky Kong and Rambi. That is really cool to see some Donkey Kong characters, and we'll see more later. Well, two more at least. Not too many as far as not too many, but it's a nice surprise. See, I'll get to it. But yeah, I grew up with a version of. I'm actually curious. Oh wait. I since I'm gonna mention. I did not think about this, but this is getting a little. This is reaching a little, but the Bananza power forms. These are crazy. I love these. I love it. This game really makes us stand out compared to Mario, and it just further proves that this why this game should be considered as a Donkey Kong game, not as like a Mario or a Wario game. Because yeah, I remember people saying this game would have been fine as a Wario game, which I understand. But seeing like stuff like this, the Bananza power-ups. I mean, you could do that with Wario, I guess, but this works well for Donkey Kong. But yeah, Journey to the West, I remember Sun Wukong actually can take form, so this is actually kind of a... I'm reaching here, but the fact that Donkey Kong can change forms is another example they could probably mention about. Tie it back to Sun Wukong, Journey to the West. Yeah, so I have a bit of a history with that story.
You're not limited to when or where you transform.
Yeah,
You can
that
swap
is
between
crazy.
transformations. So get creative and use them as you adventure to the planet Core.
I'm pretty sure there is more forms than just these three, but I would like to see how they show.
Is the Void Company.
These are the main bad guys. I remember that they said that Void Kong, okay, just Donkey Kong, Poppy Kong. I know a lot of people go crazy for her. Or they're all great designs. Void Kong. I forgot what the name.
They're heading straight down to the planet.
Some believe that he's kind of based onto I forgot what his name is.
I'm going with DK, so you just stay away.
Void Code blocked off all the routes to the lower layers, so no one could reach them.
I forgot the name of that character. It's supposed to be like
DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these routes.
It's kind of like a
So
twin
use
to.
all the power
It's
at your
supposed to be like a
disposal
twin
to take
to.
on a host of powerful foes.
I can't pronounce it. It's been a while since I actually watched some of Monkey King, especially Monkey Kid. Oh yeah, as far as somewhere he's kind of. Oh yeah, this part. I saw another video talking about how this one also plays to, inspired by
Found throughout the underground
Inner
world
Earth
are golden
theory
bananas
kind of thing,
called
even though I
Bananza
don't believe
gems.
it, but it is a great way to
Sometimes they're buried
draw
in the
some
walls.
ideas to make for a game, and this is Donkey Kong Bananza is
There
definitely
are
one
a
of
whole
them.
bunch to find. You can also obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
When I think of these, I think of the bonus rounds of
Challenges include
of a Crash Bandicoot. But there are bonus rounds in Donkey Kong Country, so this is where they probably get their inspiration from. But there are also Mario game sets, also kind of similar ones too.
Keep your eyes peeled to find the Bananza gems.
These are really good. I actually like these.
There are plenty of ruins to discover.
It's
them a try.
interesting that there are even some that are based onto actual Donkey Kong games, and then also Odyssey, because New Donk City is clearly based on to homage to Donkey Kong. There it is. Ooh, banana. Oh dang.
As you collect Bananza
This is
gems,
new. This is
you'll
not. I
gain
did not expect skill points. This
These can
is
be
really
used to increase
unexpected,
stats
but you know what?
health,
And
or
Buddy's
the
barking.
destructive power
Okay,
of
buddy, I
gadgets.
get it.
Power of
But-
Donkey Kong to
Buddy.
match your
But yeah, I was not expecting
For
skill
example,
points.
if you strengthen your
in this
sonar,
game.
you'll be able to detect treasure from further away.
This is probably, I may be wrong, but this is like the first Mario, like the first Nintendo platformer that actually implements
There are all sorts of items to find as you explore.
skill points, which is not something I
Bananza gems
normally
are shaped like
see
slices of
Nintendo games
banana,
do. Mainly, like I
and
said,
they can be traded
platformers.
for Bananza gems at the chip exchange. These
Nice.
gold nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called
Oh yeah, I
gold.
think they're going to
You can
point out the
exchange gold for
clothes
useful
shop. I
items
think.
at the stuff
Stuff to buy. These are just kind of been implemented in the Mario game,
You can
the
trade
Mario
these
Odyssey
for
game.
different
Oh, the
fashions at
clothing,
local
yeah.
style shops.
This explains a whole lot better why Donkey Kong's been wearing
Just open the
overalls
closet and
lately.
customize the perfect
The-
fits for
yeah.
Donkey Kong and
These
Paulina.
these are cute. These are really cute. Even the
change
fact
up
you
your
can
fur color.
dress up Paulina
No
as
look is too
well,
much for
I
Donkey
really
Kong.
like that.
Or too little.
But yeah,
Almost every
this is
article
cute.
of clothing comes with its own benefits. So it makes it
Ah,
match your
fit
look
the
to
theme of
suit
the
the
environment.
situation.
The fact that they actually designed to fit the environment too. They fit a certain
If you find a treasure chest
Uh,
ground, crack it open,
little bit of
and you
power
might
up.
receive a treasure
Oh, the
showing
chests.
location of Bananza
There,
gems
I
or
also
fossils.
seen
Their
people
locations
talking
will be
about
marked on your map.
about
Pretty
the
helpful for
chest,
finding
how it
collectibles.
actually resembles the Onyx
You can
King.
also see which
Which,
fossils
yes,
and
I also
Bananza
agree
gems you
that
collected,
there are some
making it
parallels.
easy to see how close you are to completion.
Which is why I was actually one of the things I was hoping
There's
for. They
plenty more
announced
to
it
do
is
in the
direct.
underground world when not
Is King
Need a
K.
rest?
Rool.
Carve out a space
This
and
is
enjoy a
also
getaway
neat too.
where you can
The
recover
fact that
and
you can lounge around.
enjoy listening to tunes with the music.
Yeah, this is kind of like a similar case to what do you
You
call
might
it?
even find new discs when defeating enemies.
The Odyssey in Mario Odyssey, you know, the ship that Mario traverse. But since
When it
in this
comes to
game
moving
you
between
don't,
layers,
there's no
subterranean
traveling
wheels
hub at
have your
all.
back.
Instead,
These
you
elevators
kind of
will
build
help
one
you easily move between
for each
layers you
location. Yeah,
visited
this
at
is the
any
reason.
time.
Yeah, here, there, that
If you get
eel
lost,
there
no need to
is
worry.
now the
You
kind
can
of one
always
that transports
teleport
you.
within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport there?
Yep, just like that. It's they split the Odyssey.
In
The
photo
what
mode,
you the
can
thing you
quickly
know
change the in-game camera
know from
angle and
Odyssey.
adjust other settings to snap pics.
This is neat. I always appreciate
this.
photo mode in a
Or
Nintendo game.
unleash your inner shutterbug.
These are really charming. These are really charming. There's
Sharing the
Rambi.
Joy-Con 2 controller or using a second set, you and
Yeah.
Donkey Kong and Pauline
This is
to buddy up
yo,
in
considering
local
this is
co-op.
from the Odyssey team and
Pauline,
knowing their
you can
history, they were
unleash
also the
local
ones who
Joy-Con
involved
2
with
mouse
the
controllers.
the Galaxy games. This makes sense.
Give your vocals even more texture.
It
By working
really
together,
gives
even tough enemies don't stand a chance.
a playthrough a lot more. It makes it, yeah. Look how easy it is to get through. Like I remember the star bits.
They can quickly share it to another player so they can
You
join
can
on
collect
their own
star bits
system.
easily, and they can shoot the star bits
It
for
can
you.
also be shared locally
This is
on
I
Nintendo's
was not
Switch system.
expecting this. The fact that apparently you can
Plus, play
have it
online
so
between Nintendo
that
Switch
the
2
other player
systems
can.
using game share via game chat.
See, this is just kind of also. This is kind of. I was like wondering, how is this possible? Then I realized,
You need a
oh,
little
it's
help
more
with all
like
the platforming
streaming the
action.
game
Assist
over.
mode is the way
So
to
I think
play.
that's what's going on
guides
with
you in the
the
right
how the
direction.
Switch One will be able to play.
Halves the damage you receive.
This is crazy.
And more.
I did not
Assist
expect that
mode
was a
supports you in your
thing, but
adventure to be the best
consider, I just
Kong you can
remember
be.
the Kingdom Hearts
Outside of the main game,
3
there's a
being a
mode
streaming
where you can
game,
carve stone using
but
mouse
hopefully
controls
this
called
works
DK
out better
Artist.
for Donkey Kong Bananza. This is I was not expecting either. Crafting your own art, sculpture art. This I was
Carved
not
material.
expecting.
Add some
They're
back on.
pre-made one too. They're like some
You can even
pre-made,
change the
so you
light
can
and
start
add
off the bat.
delectable banana effects.
And then you can make others
Give it a
like
try and sculpt to
Mario,
your heart's
Bowser, Pizza. I think I know what that bird is. That's sculpture. I don't know.
This game
Amiibo.
also supports Amiibo accessories. A new Donkey Kong and
Yeah,
Pauline
yeah.
Amiibo figure
Okay,
is
that was
also
really
on the
cool. I
way.
like this.
Scanning it
I really
unlocks
like that.
Pauline's diva dress.
Goodness,
By scanning
I
the
know
Donkey Kong
Pauline's
series
13.
Amiibo
Okay,
shown
this.
here,
Okay, let me just
go-
pause this video. Oh my god. Basically, all the Donkey Kong amiibos will work for this game. Unfortunately, I do not own any of them. This makes me want to try to get at least Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and Kiki Rool. At most, I actually wanted the Kiki Rool is the one I wanted to get most because I have a bit of a history with Donkey Kong with the cartoon, and Kiki Rool's character in that show peak. So I love Kiki Rool for that reason. Also, the fact that he is a classic Donkey Kong villain. I really hope they bring him into he's in the game somewhere as the final boss or the true main antagonist. That's all I'm gonna say. I really hope so. He's been absent for so long, other than Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I really hope he actually makes a appearance in this game.
Old Kong tiles with explosive
The opposite
power
can be said for
will
Diddy
appear.
Kong because he's right there. He's here,
Every
along
other
with Dixie
amiibo
Kong.
released
I was
is
like, wait, is that
also
them?
compatible.
I'm so happy that I'm just happy that Diddy Kong's back. I know a lot of people who are made jokes. Oh wait. That's another thing I need to mention. That's the original Donkey Kong theme. Made it a song. My gosh. What the heck, Nintendo? Why do you have to hit me with emotions like this?
Maybe if we get to the surface,
They make one of their first songs in Nintendo history into a song in this game. I love that when they do companies do that. It takes a certain instrumental theme and then turns to a song years after. This is the same case with if you know the movie. Oh yeah. I love the Rambi parts with Diddy Kong and Dixie. I like there's more they're doing than just being shopkeepers of some form. Okay. Dang, this is really good. Okay, let's just pause this.
Available July 17th.
Okay, let's just pause. Okay, so because we're basically at the end of of the direct here, essentially. But let's just kind of talk about those things I need to mention. So, like I said, the thing about Pokemon, they did something similar. Pokemon did basically the very same thing. If you know about the movie I Choose You, which is kind of a celebration of the anime, the credit song is Let's Walk Together, which actually takes the instrumental of Rise of Darkrai Horation theme and turns it into a song. My God, one of the most emotional songs. And you make it more emotional by giving lyrics that fits the theme in a way. Well, it's actually more of a theme between the bond between Ash and Pikachu, but the point being, I love that song for that what they did, and the fact that for this game, they turned the original Donkey Kong theme into a song and sung by Kate Higgins, the voice of Pauline. As far as I'm aware, she has a vocal range where she can make herself young. So yeah, this makes sense of because she's voicing young Pauline. Yeah, you get a good synergy between the two voices. You don't need to hire a different actress to do the young Pauline, so that's great. And also great that she actually gets a bigger. She's like, this is a big surge for Pauline in recent years. Thanks to Mario Odyssey, Pauline has begun getting a spotlight thanks to that game. She made playable in Aces. She was added to Mario Kart Tour, later DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then she's base character in Mario Kart World. There is speaking of Mario Kart World, I think everybody noticed that both Pauline and Donkey Kong has only got one alt, and that's very disappointing. There is theories going on that the game will get an update to coincide with go alongside with the release date of Donkey Kong Bananza, which I believe that's going to be the case. It makes sense. I also hope they add Diddy Kong 2 along with Dixie Kong because she's in the game. It was kind of expected, but it was actually surprising to see them in there. Let's see if I can I'll see if I can hop back. I don't know how I'm trying to.
Released up to this.
I'm trying to get to the part where we see Dixie and Diddy Kong. But yeah, this is. I'm just trying to get. I just try to find her able to the part where we see them again.
Singer Pauline, as they set out on an adventure to the fabled planet Core.
Yeah. Here they are. Yep, there they are. I really hope that both Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong join Mario Kart World because, at least for Diddy Kong's case, he's been around in the Mario Kart franchise since Double Dash, which is like the fourth game in the series, and that's a big deal. He's been around longer than even Rosalina. And Bowser Jr. has been around now. Been not around that long as Diddy Kong. He's been around longer than Rosalina has been in the roster. Even Pauline. So the fact that the Diddy Kong has been left out is very disappointing. And a lot of people theorize allegations, but no. New renders of Diddy Kong. We see him in this game now, so hopefully they will add Diddy Kong into Mario Kart World as a playable character. Dixie Kong Time needs to. Dixie's gotta join. Come on, I did. She was made playable in Mario Kart Tour, yet they didn't make her playable in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So it's really disappointing that she was left out, and especially in World. So I hope these two actually get added. In fact, why can we please get King K. Rool? And please, I missed King K. Rool involved in the actual Donkey Kong game. I really do. It also goes back to the whole Journey to the West, because King K. Rool is believed to be in a role of the demon Ox King, which also is like a rival to Sun Kong, which Donkey Kong is supposed to be inspiring the role after in this game. And they're addressed as rivals in the Smash Bros. Ultimate trailer. Rivals. So it's like, please, I want King K. Rool to come back. And speaking of King K. Rool, amiibos, they show the Donkey Kong amiibos. Please restock them. I missed out on the amiibo for King K. Rool. Please restock them, Nintendo. Okay, enough of my rambling. Yeah, that's it. Remember, this is just my overall thoughts on the Direct. I also interested. Now I am very excited. This is definitely the big highlight. I love Mario Kart World, but this game here alone should have been the #1 seller. I mean, like drive to get people buying the Nintendo Switch 2 at launch. But at least it's coming soon next month, okay? So I don't have much else to say. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think. Until next time, bye-bye.